What is up, guys? It's Mr. Lee Rodman here with episode number 8 of the Dynamo Dresden file. We have now got to the winter break. I've skipped a bit further ahead. We've only got a couple of days before we actually return. As you can see actually there at the top, just here, I'm about to play my next game, way to Vehen Visaban. Yeah, we've now played 21 games and we, to be quite frank guys, are storming it. Considering last season where I think I only won like 9 games the entire season, I think I pretty much passed that in the first 2 episodes. So it's going great guns. So we'll go straight into the fixtures, and as you can see guys, this is how it's gone since the previous episode. The last episode was a 1-1 draw at home to Grossepash. As you can see guys, it's been unbelievable. We won 2-1 at Rot-Weiss Erfurt. A Tobias Muller double actually, with just 17 minutes to go, put us in front. They did pull one back with a couple of minutes left, however we were able to hold out and take a win. We then lost, we were on 2-0 at home to Sandhausen. Luca Derholtz and Tobias Muller again. Muller's been on absolute fire this season, giving me a 2-0 lead before half time, which we held on to. We then won 1-0 at Rot-Weiss Essen. Benjamin Delacour, one of my new signings who I wasn't actually playing but did manage to bring in due to a suspension actually to his now partner in the defence, Michael Hefele. We then won 3-2 at home to Osnabrück. To Kershi put us 1-0 up. Tobias Muller made it 2-0 at half time. We did go 3-0 up with Muller putting us in 3-0 in front in the 69th minute. They did pull 2 back though. Kulikas in the 70th and then in the dying seconds, but we held on. We went to Kiel and won 2-1. Their holds put us in front in the first minute. Grudner in the 28th minute making it 1-1, but Niklas Jauch, I think so you say that, made it 2-1 just before the hour mark, and we held on to take the points. We then made it 6 wins on the spin, beating Fortuna Köln 2-1. They did take the lead through Oliveira Souza. Derholtz equalised for us just 60 seconds later. And 5 minutes before half-time, Sinan Tekerci made it 2-1. We did have Quinn Moll sent off with just 12 minutes to go, but we were able to hold on. We then unfortunately lost our first game of the season against one of our big rivals, Hansa Rostock. They actually were second at the time, a couple of points behind us. We were doing pretty well until Hefele got sent off for 2 yellow cards with 15 to go. 5 minutes after that, they did have a goal disallowed, and Dennis Hoynes actually then put them in front with 5 minutes to go. The annoying thing with this was I saw the goal which was disallowed, but then I didn't see the goal that actually gave them the win. So I actually celebrated at the end of the game with a 0-0 draw to then see we actually lost 1-0. So that was a bit weird, to be honest. Never seen that. We then threw away a lead against Halle in the next game. Justin Eilers put us in front with a penalty. Benjamin Delacour in the 15th minute made it 2-0. Furholm made it 2-1 just 60 seconds later. And then by the 20th minute mark, the Horts scored again to make it 3-1. And we were 3-1 up at half time. Max Jensen in the 62nd, and then Ossiaman Osao in the 66th pulled Halle level. And I had a feeling it's going to be one of those typical FM moments where you go so long unbeaten, then finally lose the first game to then go about 7 or 8 games without actually winning. But thankfully we bounced back very quickly, winning 2-1 at Energie Cottbus. Manuel Zeitz put them in front. Tobias Muller scoring yet again with just 9 minutes to go before half time to make it 1-1, and then Sinan Tekerci actually making it 2-1 in the 94th minute to give us a win. We then won again 2-1 at Duisburg this time. They had Kevin Voss sent off in the 4th minute. Justin Eilers penalty in the 17th, and then Sinan Tekerci again in the 19th minute, giving us a 2-0 lead at half time. And Kevin Schadhauer in the 67th minute did pull one back for them, but we were able to hold out and take another 3 points. And in the final competitive game of the year was a 3-0 home win against Hanover's second side. Tobias Muller in the 6th minute, to Kirchi again in the 11th minute, and then Muller again in the 26th, giving us a 3-0 lead. Bit disappointed not to get any more goals out of that, but 3-0 was enough for me. and we ended up taking that one 3-0 and continuing our run. We then won 1-0 against Bowler in AK in a friendly, and Tobias Muller scoring and Delacour somehow getting sent off. And again in a testimonial for whoever this guy is, Tim Goldhart, we lost 1-0 at Heidenheim. Funny thing is, this guy's never played for us. Played so many years for Heidenheim, but never actually played for us. So not quite sure why we got picked. But yeah, as you see, guys, fantastic run still going. What was our unbeaten record? Is this 16? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It was actually 16. And yeah, we had such a good run. It's got to be one of my best runs ever on FM15 at least, or possibly even in FM altogether. And as you would expect, we are top of the table, guys. As you can see, we are 6 points clear of Hansa Rostock, and we are then 12 clear of Erfurt. So yeah, it's pretty good going. We've scored 43 goals, including 6 against Hanover. We've played once. We got Vehen next, so hopefully we can add to that. So yeah, we're doing really well, guys. I'm enjoying it so much as well. 5 draws, 4 at home, which is a little bit irritating, but means we're doing really, really well away. Apart from obviously losing to Rostock, and if I remember right, Rostock is actually quite close to the end of the season. Oh, there we go. It's even closer than I thought. It's actually 3 games before the end of the season. It could even be a title decider if we carry on the way we're going. So we'll have to wait and see that. I did notice actually during these games, we actually did have at one point we had some of the teams we were around us. I mean, we had Osnabrück, who were second at one point, Kiel, Rostock, and Halle. Fortuna Köln dropped down, but by the time we got to Osnabrück, they had fallen away as well. Where are they now? They're 7th. So yeah, they're doing pretty decent. We'll have a look at some player stats. He's got to be top goal scorer. Yep, Tobias Muller, 15 goals, top goal scorer. Not surprising, and little bit surprising is he's top assists with 8 as well. Joint top, we've got Hefele on 7.31 rating and Tobias Muller on 7.3. What I'm loving about this with Tobias is, look at that, he's 22 and he's smashing it, and the reports have him very, very good. He's not great in the air, and he's got currently playing close to his full potential, but he's doing very well. I mean, let's have a look at this. He's been at us for the entire career. He scored 12 for me last year, but missed majority of the season. He scored 15 and plenty of games to go to get 25, 30, as long as he doesn't get injured. He's picked up a couple of knocks, but thankfully he actually has only suffered a couple of days. He did actually suffer actual knock in one of the friendlies, but it was only a couple of days knocks, so that was thankful, to be fair. And we've not got anybody in the transfer window, though I may look to bring in a decent left back like I have been trying to, but I'm not going to be too fussed if we don't. I mean, if we have a look at our team, look at this, we've got 15 goals from Muller, De Holt is on 7, Eller's on 6, and Tekerchi's on 5, and he only came in because I believe it was Stefaniak got injured, and Stefaniak's got 4 as well, so I can't exactly swap them around as much as I actually like Stefaniak. So have a quick look at some of the other divisions. In the German Cup, we're obviously in the quarterfinals, and you see, wow, a load of the big clubs are out. Let's have a look who's gone where then. So Dortmund beat Hanover. Bayern lost at home to Frankfurt in round 2. Wow. Dortmund got dumped out by Frankfurt again. So Frankfurt got Hoffenheim at home. So that's pretty interesting. Knocking out probably the two biggest clubs in Germany. Though admittedly, obviously this season in real life, Dortmund are having a bit of a mare at the moment. So yeah, we're top there. We're doing really well. So we got Hertha Berlin, Red Bull Leipzig, and Hanover currently leading the way in the second division, and Red Bull are doing pretty well considering. Teams going up, Byfield and Stuttgart are starting to drop down a little bit, which hopefully we will be able to deal with. Schalke top, Jesus, and then Bayern are third, Dortmund down in eighth. You got Augsburg, Dusseldorf, and Braunschweig down there. So Bayern struggling. Brian even lost to Greuther Fürth. Dortmund, Bayern, Hamburg, Hoffenheim, Mainz. Schalke have only lost 2 games. Bayern Munich and Hamburg. Quite a few points clear, but Bayern will bounce back and probably end up winning the league there, as per usual. What else am I going to look at? Going to have a look at England quickly, actually, because they should be closing in on. Well, they've actually qualified. Let's have a look at how this all went. European qualifiers I find this quite interesting. So we got Holland, Turkey, Wales and Belgium. Bosnia have gone through as well. Spain, Slovakia. Ireland made it. Germany, Ireland and Poland. Gibraltar didn't do too badly then. They did actually score a goal. England finished second in the group somehow, behind Switzerland. Estonia made the playoffs. That's funny. Greece and Finland. Russia, Austria and Montenegro somehow beat Sweden. Okay. Italy, Croatia, Norway, and then we got Serbia, Portugal and Denmark. I didn't quite catch England's groups, to be fair. Who was it then? Denmark, Italy, Portugal. Wow, that's not a very nice group, I've got to be honest. And then we've also got the World Cup qualifier and draw as well. So England got Andorra, Hungary, Ireland, Switzerland again, and Ukraine. Standard. Let's have a quick shifty at the Premier League. I know I've just gone about a cockeyed way. So we've got Man City top, just a point clear of Tottenham, Man U and Liverpool top 4. Palace, Watford, Burnley down there. Cardiff are doing decent. Watford and Burnley. No. I can't remember the clubs where they came up. Oh, Wigan. They came up. Oh, and Watford, you idiot. So yeah. El Arabi, top goal scorer for Stoke. Yusuf, they signed him. Who did they sign him from? Granada. Well, that's a decent signing. I was going to have a look at something as well, but I can't remember what it was. Oh, that was it. Let's have a quick look at Europe for everyone. Because obviously, if I remember correctly, in last season, the Palace actually made the Europa League, and I'm quite intrigued to see how they go on. So, in Champions League, we got, how did our boys do then? So Chelsea went through, losing 2 games. Both games against Juve. Man City actually qualified. Just goal difference. Arsenal winning the group. And Liverpool going through as well. We've actually got a Kazakhstani club who somehow managed to beat Zenit St. Petersburg at home. That makes sense. So who we got in the first rounds then? We got Arsenal, Porto, Chelsea, Atletico, Man City, Sampdoria, and Liverpool got Anderlecht. And Barcelona actually made out a group this time. So let's have a look here. So third qualifying round. So Palace beat past Giannina, wherever you say it, which is going pretty well. And to be quite honest, looking at that, it was comfortable. Oh, there they are. 5-0. So playoff round. Oh, away goals against Eibar. Wow, that's no mean feat, to be fair. I know Eibar are not the biggest club in Spain, but still, Palace aren't exactly the biggest club either. And you got an Azerbaijan club making it into the group stage. That's what I loved about this game. Some random ones go through. So let's have a look at the group stages and see how we do. So the Azerbaijan club actually won a game. Be Victoria Gumaras. Makes me laugh so much. Right, so here we go. So Palace actually, wow, Palace actually made it through. They lost only one game, and I was at home to AC Milan, and yet they won 2-1. They won every single away game. That is random. And then United winning the group quite comfortably, dropping just 1 point. And then as we got there, Tottenham winning their group as well, dropping just 1 point. So in the wrong one. First knockout round, we got Man U going to Hamburg. We've got Tottenham against Guingamp, and Palace got Fenerbahce. That's not very nice. Second round, Palace could play Milan or Moscow. Man U, Club Brugge, PSG, and Tottenham could go to Lyon Dortmund. What a game that is! First knockout round in the Europa League, and you're Lyon at home Dortmund. That is random. But yeah. So yeah, English clubs doing well in Europe, a lot better than we did in real life. So long may that continue. That's it for this episode, guys. Tune in next time for 8 more games. 29, yeah, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8 to Grossapash again. I don't know why I needed to count that. I could have just worked out quite easily. Tune in next time for the Grossapash game, and hopefully we will still be smashing it and having the good run again in the season. I think if we can win majority of those games, I think we'll be really, really close to where we want to be. But until then, guys, as always, take it steady.